She found a way into my heart. Oh, oh, she don't make up, no, she make art. And I need a way to treat it, cause I keep getting high off of her. Off of her. I know that you'd be bad from the minute I saw you. But somehow I keep running back to you. Back to you. Back to long nights can get me feeling lonely. Hey. And hearing music that can make me smile. But the way I feel with her cannot be explained. But one thing still remains on my mind. I know that you'd be bad from the minute I saw you. But somehow.
Alright, so this is actually the next week after you guys saw that clip of me, my brother, my dad putting the motor in. And this is just to answer all the questions and all the comments I've been receiving about like how was it, or was it hard to put in and everything. Honestly, putting the K in from the top was a bit hard because I mean this is our first time, so it was pretty much a learning experience for all three of us. And the motor is in. Now this side transmission bracket, I left this on, so as we were dropping the motor in, this was gonna get in the way, so I took this bracket off. And then as we got the motor down, then we had to make the motor sit pretty low just to slide this bracket into the right spot. And then after that, we raised the motor back up with the jack underneath and then put the bolt in. A lot of people normally drop the motor in from the bottom of the car. So they put the motor on the ground and then drop the car on, which is actually a lot easier to do. The rear, it wasn't that hard. The rear actually went in the easiest. The passenger side mount was a little bit complicated because this was getting in the way of lining up this one, and we do have it set on the lowest setting right now because we just do. So once we start driving, or once we put the car down on the ground with his suspension and his wheels on the 15s, we'll see how low the oil pan sits. If the oil pan sits too low, then we're probably gonna raise the motor up, or he's gonna get 16s instead, so the car could raise up by itself.
She found a way into my heart. Oh, oh, she don't make up, no, she make art. And I need a way to treat it, cause I keep getting high off of her. Off of her.
And I did do or route the wiring harness, the raw wire budget harness. This I don't think I needed to show you guys. It's all straight plug and play. I just did some cleaning up, so like I'm running it through here since we are keeping the heater. A lot of people run the engine harness through the heater or the shifter cables. So we're running through here. All this right here, the reverse sensor and everything is all plugged in. How I did this one is this one was a bit too long, so I looped it underneath the bracket for the shifter cables. And then this one right here, I just slid it between that bracket and it went right there. So it's a lot cleaner. And then over here, you guys can't see it, but our brother picked this off of eBay, so we polished it up. And it looks really nice, but just the coil packs and the ground cable is underneath here. Vtec Solenoid. The only issue is this oil pressure. The oil pressure sensor, it's not the right plug. So it's very easy to fix. All I have to do is get a different sensor that uses this plug. So we'll do that. And everything else is there. Fuel, or for the injectors, routed through the center of the RBC manifold. Nice like that. And we go under here. This is where it's all gonna be at. Here's the TPS for the K20 TPS. I think this is the air control valve. We're not gonna be using this. Intake air temp, we're gonna be using this. Coolant, NOx sensors right there, and then the alternators right here. We're still missing the thermostat housing, so that we're gonna get soon, so we could plug the sensor in wherever it is. But yeah, and this throttle body, I just found out that this map sensor can actually go down here, so I'm gonna bring that down here and plug it in. Also, that one little small little tie bar, the little brace on these DC cell frames, we had to take it out because those two holes are where the tie bar bolts up into, and the transmission housing, look how close it is, it wouldn't clear, so we had to take it out as we were dropping the motor in. And also for the header, once you put the header in, it will not clear. I have to pull the stud out so we can use bolts instead of the studs for the nuts. And I just picked that up for my work. I'm gonna have to take out this axle shield just in case the header doesn't fit, but I feel like the header will clear. We're gonna figure that out once we get the header on, and of course the exhaust. But yeah, it took us probably like 20 minutes. Honestly, that's a lot longer because we weren't trying to scratch the bay. This one was being a pain in the ass, but it's there. It's a lot easier if you put the motor on the ground, drop the car on top, because you don't have to put this mount on. Put this mount on last once you have those two on, jack it up, and then put this mount on if you go from having the motor on the ground, dropping the car on top. We are gonna be running the center feed style, so I need to find the box that this came in so I could put this fitting on this side also. There's two fittings that it came with, and put the hybrid racy fuel pressure gauge, of course. And the fuel pressure regulator we're waiting on. It should be here next week, so yeah, it kind of sucks that it's already the weekend, so we can't really I can't really do the fuel lines. But how I plan on doing it is I might run the regulator down here, and this is the fuel feed, so I'm gonna run the fuel feed to the fuel pressure regulator right here, run the hose behind the mount, as you guys can see. I was just testing it to see if it fits, and then run underneath. Same goes with the brake booster. We're gonna be running that through here also, so probably get a 90 or 45 run underneath into there and straight in there. And if you guys notice, we flipped the booster upside down, so the booster hole or for the vacuum is right here instead of up there. But yeah, the K's in. We're just waiting on like small little minor stuff. We did get the K2 radiator brackets. We should have bought this in the first place instead of the ASR ones, because it does come with the lower brackets that we could have used, and of course the top ones. But oh yeah, also somebody was saying that the radiator was gonna get in the way, like the upper neck of the radiator was gonna get in the way of the TPS. Oh, I don't have the radiator here, but the radiator neck sits right here, and it actually goes down perfectly with the K20 hoses straight to this inlet, so it would clear the intake. But it is in. I kind of did say that I wanted to go like in depth on putting this motor in. It's really hard going in depth, especially if I don't have someone that's filming for me. It's really hard filming by myself and doing stuff and all that. But I'm just, yeah. But I mean, look, the motor's in the car. Just look how good that looks. We are gonna be running the factory battery right there too, by the way. But yep, this is how we're gonna run the harness though. Go straight into there. I'm gonna do what I did on my other car, get the original grime off the single cam harness, plug it in there, put the boot around, and run it in there so it looks a lot cleaner. We did order a slave and a master, so that's on the way. Yeah, I might go ahead and install the shifter today after I actually, let me show you guys. There's a map sensor. It goes right there. There we go. Clean. Also, the K20 throttle body does come with little like screws to plug up the idle air control valve, so I'm gonna plug that up. So far so clean, and so far so good, I mean. Yeah, so motor's in. That means we can start on everything else. So thank you for watching, guys. And oh, my brother did buy a Circuit Hero cooling plate. Cool piece. So yeah, peace out, guys. Don't sell it. Just keep building. Stay tuned for us installing the shifter, exhaust, and a lot of more stuff. It's just we don't have the parts with us. We wait for it to come in the mail. But I do have the shifter right here. So I'm probably gonna be making a video of me installing this tomorrow. But yeah, we've just been battling rain. But yeah, let's get it going. So peace. Maybe it dropped it. I know. Let's leave it. Just have to pull it out. Are you recording? Do you even know how to record on this? Oh, you do. As you guys can see, the K is finally in.
Oh, is that your camera?
That's my camera.
Oh. Where the fuck
As you
is
can see, the
camera? I know, right? I just saw him go to his car and he comes back with the fucking camera.
Yeah. But the K is finally in. Got Barlitos filming for us, I guess. I didn't even film us or after this.
Bitch. Bitch.
Mr. Tucci.
That's one in the video.
Bitch.
Carlos, you still want to go to orbit?
Dude, I'm gonna hire you as my cameraman. How much you want? 10 bucks? 10 bucks a video?
She just wants some new tires.
You just want new tires?
Where are my tires, please? Just rotate my shit. Alright, Mr. Shit, oh, here comes a bitch.
This is bitch Carlos. Just kidding. He actually picked up the TEs that came off of Tan's car, and he does need new tires. So that's what they're saying. Looks so classic, so clean and aggressive on the white TEs. Don't worry, I'll still put your shit in.
Wrong side. That's the wrong number.
Dude, you're like dark as fuck on the camera. I can't even see you. Come on, do you not know how to angle? It's content. A bill came by. Yeah, it fires up. Want us to turn it on for you?
Yeah, turn it on.
Alright, let's go.